what we are doing is just developing the LNG infrastructure that is the alternative to the gas from the pipelines. The plants are respected, are on track as far as Italy and SNAM is concerned. In few days, we will have the first floating vessel reaching Italy, and in a couple of months will be on stream, and then will come the next. That will bring the LNG supply up to 25% for 2023 and up to 40% by beginning 2025. And that is what is going on also in the rest of Europe. Just take the example of Germany that started 3 LNG new facilities in the last weeks.
Stefano, the process of turning natural gas into LNG and back again involves a supercooling down to, I think it's minus 162 degrees centigrade. I did just look that up, of course. And then obviously reheating it up again as well. This is an expensive process, expensive shipping. Will LNG costs come down aggressively at any stage if we get bulk and we get more terminals and we get more supply? Because at the moment, of course, compared with just turning on the tap and getting it from Russia, the natural gas, it is economically very difficult to square. But do you think over time our LNG in Europe and in Italy is going to get cheaper?
I think so. I mean, in the sense that, of course, LNG has the marginal cost with respect to the gas from pipes. But at the level of prices we still have right now, 45 euro cent per cubic meter, the TTF market is still well above the industrial cost of this gas. And of course, the more you expand the supply, the lower should be the price at the end of the day. And we have seen it also in the last weeks when TTF price slowed down significantly because of, the offering available on gas in the storages and the additional capacity that is coming on stream.
Stefano, good morning. Italy has actually been one of the most successful European countries in securing alternative supplies to Russian energy. A lot of the new LNG that they've been able to secure coming from North Africa in the Middle East. Is that a credit to Mario Draghi before he left office, that he had the foresight to turn to those regions to acquire gas?
I think what we had the opportunity to do was to, let's say, leverage on the position of the country and the long-lasting relationship with those countries as well. And thanks to the capacity for import, we could immediately take advantage on that. I think that is also a perspective in the next future, even if you think about the opportunities that could come from the Eastern Med that has huge reservoir available and huge opportunities also for the rest of Europe.
I think it's fair to say that so far the situation, the energy situation, has not been as bad as feared. A worst case scenario hasn't materialized thanks in part to a mild winter and, of course, to efforts like the ones Italy's made to secure alternative supplies. What about next winter? How concerned should we be about energy supply into Europe?
Well, let's say first that one of the advantages we have, starting with the gas storages at 55%, is on one side the immediate effect on prices, but on the other side the fact that we will build up the 95% let's say fulfillment in the storage is much easier than last summer, and that will create let's say a lower demand on the market in next summer, paving the way for preparing for next winter. Of course, we haven't built up all the infrastructure needed to, let's say, restore a very resilient system. So also next winter will be depending on the cold and the weather situation, but of course with much more flexibility than the one we had this winter. I think it's going to take also next winter, next summer to, let's say, secure the situation in much more flexible and visible way.